I'm John Miglosh with the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Okay, let's dig in. Um, the first thing I wanted to get to is let's go over here. Spotify has a new trick. No, it's Chiquita has a new trick. Chiquita ads have scannable Spotify codes. Those are Spotify codes. And I didn't know Spotify had scannable codes, but this gets to what I've been saying for the last couple of years, that the interface between traditional advertising or like labels on a banana and taking you to something of content, taking you to the internet. What do you know? Enjoy our Spotify playlist. No idea what's on there. My daughter sent me a Spotify thing. I don't think I have a Spotify account yet. I think you need the app for this. But anyway, no, you don't. You can have the original jingle. Okay, so let's go over there and make the jingle work. And we'll go on to other things while we're trying to do this. Let's just go up here and kick that in. Here we go.
I'm Chiquita Banana and I've come to say my bananas bring a smile in a simple way.
Smiling is natural, like a Chiquita.
Just smile.
Okay, well, it's probably worth getting out your phone and downloading the app or whatever, but now you know that it's available. Okay, what about email in April? Springtime anyway. In April, it's people are now so bored that they're actually reading their email. So if you haven't been reaching out to people, you might want to reconsider it, according to Jay Swendelson, CEO of World Data. We're staring at our phones all day long. B2B side went from 188 minutes in February to 241 minutes. Whoa, that's like a 50% increase. Okay, don't push Monday is always the conventional wisdom, but Monday's the best day right now. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you that, and that's from Ray Schultz, my friend. Starbucks is to restart marketing as more locations open next week. Yeah, and I've seen some ads and heard some stuff that stuff is opening today in Wisconsin. Maybe in defiance of some unconstitutional government order, but let's go for it. I've been here the whole time. So on that note, we're going to go over to until it's safe means never. And I thought you'd get a kick out of this. So let's go over here and try and start that up.
And it says until it's safe means never. This notion of the pursuit of safe is life suppressing. It's true for your own individual life, and it is true for the life of a society. I always give this example. I have been taking visitors to Israel for many years, and this is a typical call that I will get, and I have for decades. Dennis, I would so love to visit Israel, but I'm just going to wait until it's safe. So, of course, this precedes by decades the current coronavirus quarantine and lack of sense of safety. And I always told these people, I said, I don't understand what that means until it's safe. Then you'll never go. And sure enough, they never went. And I've been visiting there I've gone there over 20 times. I have never led my life on the basis of until it's safe. And I don't take ridiculous risks. I don't believe in that. So I wear a seatbelt every time I'm in a car.
Well, now he's getting into stuff that affects me, because I rode my scooter over here and got a little fast because I knew I was behind. But the point is well taken. If you think the government can guarantee your safety, try walking out in front of a car. There are some states where that is pretty safe. But it seems like it makes more sense to stay on the curb until there's no car coming, just in case you want to test it. That's just a little bit of old guy wisdom for you. Okay, so on that note, let's go over to some really cool stuff. Shocking stuff. What I've got today is I've got the unemployment data up until last week. And there'll be new data today, so I may re-up it. But through last Friday, I have maps showing you the unemployment data. Now why? Well, because unemployment has changed the face of America in the last 6 weeks. So I called my friend Stuart at Maptitude and I said, Stuart, you ought to have this unemployment claim data up there somewhere to get at. He sent me a link. Took me a couple of days to get it. Now I have it. This is the unemployment map by zip code. Why? Well, if you're a marketer and you're marketing by mail, you can actually avoid high unemployment zip codes. That might sound like a stretch to you, but it's not. That's what we're able to do. And that is the kind of thing that direct mail affords you that other media does not. Right? Not only that, but what we're going to do the next couple days is we're going to build unemployment by 5-digit and 3-digit zip code variables. We're going to build a bunch of them because I can show you a couple of maps. And we're gonna have a perspective on America that almost no one has. And what do we do with that? This is about how to make money with data. What we do with that is we go out and we say, okay, I'm going to get over here to Periscope and see if I'm even on here. Here we go. On here. See if anybody's here giving me hearts for this. This is a big deal. We go out and we can look at last year's unemployment and we can see how it affected our mailing last year. See if it's a variable that matters. Some it will matter. Some it won't matter. You know, when 9/11 happened, Baseball Express, the phones went nuts. They couldn't order fast. They couldn't fill the orders fast enough. In times of crazy, sometimes businesses take off. Sometimes they shut down. We had another client that made art supplies, and they sent all their telemarketers home because there just wasn't anybody there. Nobody was calling in. Nobody wanted, the artists didn't want to order. They couldn't bring themselves to be creative, but the baseball players wanted to get out and play. Okay, thanks for the heart. So this is going to show you some stuff free of charge. Okay, and if you don't have this data, you need to get in touch with me and we'll find it for you. Okay, so this is 2019 July, and you can see that unemployment, total unemployed per zip, is an urban thing. There's more unemployed in the urban areas than there are in the rural areas, right? Just makes sense. There's more people. So you see Atlanta here, you see Dallas here, right? You see Chicago Metro, you see Minneapolis. It's real easy to see the Eastern Seaboard, etc. Okay, so let's go on. You know, do you think I stopped there? No. Okay, now we're looking at the percentage of unemployment by zip code. And you notice it's not urban because though there's lots of people there, there's a lot of jobs there too. That's why people go to the cities. And so the urban areas just vanish from the map when you look at it as a percentage rather than as a total number. Also from July, okay, from 2019. Let's go on. So I thought I'd zoom in and show you Wisconsin. Here's the actual, or here's the percentage right there. See the percentage? I don't think I made one for Wisconsin on the numbers, but you see the percentage very low. Michigan has some, you can see it's up in the retirement areas and stuff where people go to get away. Illinois is kind of spread all over the place. Okay, so then here is now we're getting to something. Here is the growth in unemployment, and you can see it's a little more southern states. Well, they were down. There was no unemployment almost. There was almost 100% employment down here, and whereas it wasn't up here. So the growth is down here. and the growth is in the more urban areas. Iowa spread all over. Illinois has not much growth, but it was already high to begin with. Okay, now I looked at the percentage of unemployment in the as of last Friday. Look at this. Look at what is going on here. Michigan is like everybody's filing for unemployment in the state. It's unbelievable. This is the percentage. And some of these areas is 35, the top ones are 35%. Unbelievable. But the dark green is in the 30% range. Michigan is going down in the tank. Contrast with Wisconsin. I don't know why, but Michigan has adopted more and more and more the government will take care of us attitudes. And their governor has been much more firm about not letting people go out till it's safe. Whereas in Wisconsin, yeah, we've been fighting a bit and we had some demonstrations, but basically there's people on the roads and there's still people working, and you can get carry out. We've been able to get carry out pretty much the whole time. So Wisconsin has a little different culture, I think. That Michigan had this culture back 100 years ago with the auto industry, but more and more and more it's been less so. So I wanted to look at the rest of the country. So here is the growth in the United States. Just the number of unemployment filings, and here is the percentage of unemployment. Look at this. So if you're a mailer, you might want to think twice about Kentucky, Pennsylvania. Why Pennsylvania, the whole state? Why Michigan, the whole state? Louisiana, the whole state. Georgia, the whole state. Really amazing, right? Really amazing. So I think that's the last one. I thought you'd want to see that. Shocking results through last week Friday, that the unemployment is very, very different by state. Does that mean you can make more money in Michigan and Kentucky or less? Depends on what your offer is. That's why we model. So in the next week or two, we're going to be modeling the impact of unemployment claims on our clients' mailings. Do you have a modeler who does this for you? Probably not. This is how you make money with data. And most people are chasing big data instead of real data. I'm John Miglautsch. Like and share. Your friends will think you're smart. Subscribe on Periscope if you haven't already. You can get a notification when I finally get my computer running like today. Right? That's how Phoenix does it every day. Very important. Call me if you need this data. Bye-bye.